So good morning everybody, I'm back for another one of my video diaries, I guess you could call them, video blogs, vlogs, whatever. So I am here today in Woolwich for the start of the Beyond Trails Ultra London 55k. Stretches from Woolwich all the way to Richmond, not Wimbledon as I thought earlier on, so glad I checked that one. Yeah, so I'm here and it's going to be fairly nice day, I think, quite warm, probably about 21 degrees, but mercifully the sun is staying in today.
Wave 6, if you would like to make your way to the start line, we don't leave it, thank you. That's wave 6 only.
So yeah, here I am again. I just thought I'd show you a bit more in terms of the general layout of the start. So not a huge event, which is just how I like it. And you can see there's people just getting ready to start there. So as I mentioned before, setting off in 10-minute waves. What they're interestingly doing is the faster runners are starting later, so the slower runners don't get timed out on the course, which I think is a really nice way around of doing it. It's spitting a little bit, but I was expecting that, so a bit of very light rain, not a miss. And yeah, I think it'll be fairly breezy to start with, but that should calm down a bit later on. But we'll see how it goes. I'm ready, I've got all my stuff together and looking forward to it. So I'm not sure if many of you have run long distances before, but when you do, there's one thing that's fairly common, is you will often end up running behind somebody who, for all the right reasons, hasn't decided to use the shower that morning, because why would you when you're going out for a long run? So I know that I also don't have a full shower, but I do the trick of washing my armpits and using the fantastic Act deodorant, who have been kind enough to supply me with some of their products. So today I'm using the After Thunder deodorant balm. It is a balm, it's fully vegan, all the ingredients are really in line with what I want, which is kind of basically no nasties. Designed by dancers, but as you can see I'm not a dancer, but I'm very much a sports person. So I just genuinely haven't used a deodorant that's as enduring as this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ready? I'm ready. Thank you. Thank you.
So we're started. It's the beginning of the Ultra London 55 2024 into a very attractive Woolwich dockyard area, Woolwich Arsenal I should say, which has undergone extensive renovation over the last few years. It's actually quite a nice area now, which is more than I can say from the toilets at Tesco that I used at the beginning. So I'll be checking in on a fairly regular basis and hope you enjoy it, as I intend to. It's very different starting a race in an area that I know really well. Frequent part of my training runs this path, so normally when I do these things I'm in the middle of nowhere, but very much not. So the route follows the capital ring mainly through South London. So a mixture of parks and paths and, well, we'll see I guess. There's the Woolwich ferry. See Canary Wharf in the distance. So we're currently on the Thames path, running towards Greenwich. That's the Tate and Lyle factory there. Also a plane taking off from City Airport, which you may be able to see in the background there. maybe not. Yeah, it's a really nice morning for it so far. I know it's quite early, so yes, I'm expecting it to warm up later on, but nice time to start, and certainly feels cool and pleasant, quite, if not a bit humid so far. Following the London Marathon route, which is in the Charlton area, heading towards Greenwich. So a bit of an ugly section, if you don't mind me saying so, Woolwich. But yeah, it's a lot of industrial areas, but nice wide pavements, no traffic lights. So I can see why they chose this way. Well, luckily that didn't last long. We're already off that nasty road and in the park, which is good. Note to self from the last one, hold camera up so face is not in shadow. Let's see how many times I remember that. I'm on a special diet as well, but don't feed me either. So we're just coming up to about 6k in. So far so good. Very muggy. So need to make sure I am staying very on top of the hydration today. Especially since my water bladder is, well, was leaking, seems to be okay now. So maybe I've dealt with it. But got 2 backups, always a good idea anyway. So I'll be using those. And there are 3 pit stops on the way, and I'll be using those too. Being a relative native to these parts, that there's a big hill coming up. So next time you speak to me, I'll probably be out of breath more than now. So I left the camera rolling there, so you probably got the gist of it. That, yes, that was indeed a hill. Oh. But it does flatten up. This is Ockleys, beautiful woodlands in southeast London. Great for walking, running, dog walking, and there's a nice cap here as well. What goes up must come down. Yeah, they said that to me now. They could have said that at the top of the steps where I nearly fell down. In front of you, life is precious. There's that cafe I told you about. There's the Oxley's Woods Cafe. Right, I'm going to do a quick sniff test. Thank you, Act. Thank you. Still smell like I just got out the spa. But that is 10k in, just under an hour. So if all goes well today, I'm hoping to improve on my 50k personal best. So aiming for around the 5:20 mark, all being well. But a funny feeling I set out a bit too quick, but who doesn't? So we are just over 13k in. Feeling good, apart from my battery, which hasn't charged properly, so we may end up with some dodgy mobile phone footage. So coming into the first feed station now. Feed station. My two favourites, watermelon and banana, and some crisps as well, though I tend to avoid those. And a nice surprise, the excellent Boom energy blocks. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you are watching this, I'm a big fan, and I use them a lot, so happy to see that. Shoved a couple of those in my bag. They'll come in very, very handy later on. So, railway bridge, and on with the show. See you later, nice to see you. So we're now coming up to 18k in the Grove Park area. So this is a little cut through some estates alongside a school. Again, a route I know very well, and very nice it is too. Still asphalt, and I've had a bit of unpaved, a bit of pavement, and yeah, it's just nice, gentle downhill. And I think the next bit will probably be Beckenham, or Beckenham Place Park at least. But that's my fault for not checking the map. So indeed, yes, it is Beckenham Place Park, the eastern entrance just off Bromley Road. And yeah, you saw just then the huge, I don't know if to call it a refurbishment or not, that's been going on for a couple of years. Has looked horrendous, and it's starting to look really nice now. So happy to see that all working out. If you haven't been to Beckenham Place Park, there is fantastic open water Lido there, and we're just coming up to the remnants of the park run. That's the second park run we've seen today. It's very undulating, this park run. I'm feeling a bit of that now. Sadly not the finish we're looking for.
So clean, finest, high class, supreme. Spirit, the best, so blessed, I'm me. Running around, running around, running around. When your life goes upside down.
Into the wonderful Crystal Palace Park. We're also a park run here, but I think they've cleared away now. stop number 2. So we're 30k in now. We're in Norwood Park. I think that's what it's called anyway. And another stark reminder that South East London is really very hilly indeed. Whee! And corrected, it apparently is Streatham Common Nature Reserve, which despite having lived in London for 25 years, I've never heard of. So we're now going through residential streets of Streatham, about 32k in. Feeling okay, feeling a bit tired, which is entirely natural, of course. The pit stop earlier on was where the, I think it's 25k runners starting. So I'll have a combination of them and the faster runners going past me. So time for another sniff test. Act. You got it together. So 4:26 on the clock. Feeling a bit tired. Feeling a little bit crampy. It's warm, it's muggy. I have been taking on extra electrolytes and a bit of fuel, so I will finish. Might not get the time that I wanted, but hey ho. And yeah, it's been nice though. Right, so this is checkpoint 3, the final one before the finish, and pretty good timing for it, to be honest, because I've run out of everything. So bring it on. Oh, there's a windmill. Well, I'm guessing this might have something to do with Richmond, I reckon. So just crossed a very busy main road, and I've looked at my watch and it was 3 minutes to get to the other side, 2 sets of pedestrian lights. So I thought I might be able to scrape a 50k PB, and who knows whether I would have done, but that's just knocked 3 minutes off my chances. So having a little bit of a strop, and we'll look at the deer to calm myself down and finish with a smile on my face. There they are. So we are nearly there. I'm walking again just because, well, I'm very tired, and I think it's a bit safer for me to film and walk at the moment. But yeah, for 52.3k in, I think it was about 53 and a bit the entire course. But yeah, we're nearly there, so I'm going to say we did it. Finally, we're coming to the finish. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.